Hey there gardeners, Chris from Garden Setting here today, and I wanted to talk about my native thyme or thyme, depending on where you are from the world. I'm pretty sure it's the Americans who pronounce it wrongly as thyme. But yeah, essentially this is it here. It is this little shrub. I'd totally forgotten about it. I bought it from a market that basically had a stall selling native plants, and I didn't think about it since then. I was really impressed when we first saw it because I just thought, wow, that smells beautiful. And even just being here beside it, you know, you can really smell that aroma, and it's got like a citrusy eucalypt kind of combination of an aroma, which is really, really nice. I mean, I'm Australian. I love the smell of eucalypts and of burning eucalypts as well. Not bushfire eucalypts. I like it when you put them on the barbecue, or you've got a little fire that you've got going and you put some eucalypt on. It's got a very, very unusual, very unique smell. It really reminds me of that. It's like a herby version of like the eucalypt with a little bit of that more traditional thyme flavor to it, but then also a bit of that kind of citrusy bite to it as well. And that carries across to the flavor as well. It's got a very unusual flavor. It's like almost like a minty, eucalyptusy. Oh, it's really, really unusual. And certainly, as you can see here, we've just got it growing under a magnolia. The sun comes in this way, so this is a protected but very sunny spot for it. It does get a little bit of extra water every now and then. I throw kind of the water that comes out of the dehumidifiers out this direction, and it's just thriving. It's going really well. And obviously herbs are a really good addition to the garden because you can use them in all your cooking. I really should try chopping this back a little bit and drying some of the leaves and seeing whether I can kind of capture that smell in the dried leaves, because it'd be a great thing just to hang around the house. And I got to remember to start using this in the cooking because, like I said, very, very unique flavor, a really cool kind of more of a unique plant, because, you know, when you're talking about herbs, finding something a little bit more unusual that you can kind of show off if you've got friends coming over and trying the food is probably something pretty cool. And particularly if you're an Australian and you want to try some of that kind of more bush tucker themed food, this is certainly going to be one that I recommend, because there's a lot of bush tucker that people go, oh yeah, it's amazing. And a lot of the stuff I've tried has been more on the mediocre side, like people really talk it up, and I'm kind of like, take it or leave it. It's interesting, but it's not something that I'd like go out and absolutely rave about. It's not in the mango category of fruits or herbs or anything like that, which is something that I personally love. But this native thyme is certainly in that category. And what we might go and do is we'll go and have a look at some of the other thyme I'm growing in the garden, and I'll do a bit of a taste comparison just to talk about how I think they compare. Okay, so we've got my miniature nectarine here, and what I've actually planted in the bottom here is a creeping thyme, and this is called an orange peel thyme. It's not doing amazingly. This little garden bed here has not traditionally done particularly well. It's got a very, very traditional thyme kind of smell to it, which I would kind of typify as like that drier but very, very herby kind of smell. Oh, it's called the orange peel thyme, and that's a little bit like what it tastes like, that kind of bitterish orangey peely flavour, but still quite interesting. And I don't know if I'd use that one as much in cooking, but still quite an interesting addition to the garden. If it can grow around this, that'd be great. And I think perhaps they even are good at kind of scaring away pests and things like that. But we've got quite a few more planted, so let's go and have a look at them. So again, we've got another of the creeping thymes. Oh, I look at the name and I mispronounce it immediately. This is not the orange peel version, and so just as a bit of a, doesn't even smell like much. I mean, it's all right. It's very subtle. Doesn't have a lot of flavour to it. It's like a very, very subtle traditional thyme. Got a bit more of a green flavour to it with kind of that herby aftertaste. Yeah, it's an interesting one. But again, probably not so much something that I'd use in my cooking. It's in this garden bed with my boysenberry and my Atherton raspberry because it's like a good little plant in the middle here that's working as a bit of a ground cover, and it's gone quite well. This is a fairly sunny spot as well, so I'm quite happy with this one, but not eating it that much. So you might actually recognize this garden bed on my right here as the one that I did the video on about companion planting with my blueberries. Now, I feel like something has eaten all the leaves off my blueberries. Obviously, we're heading into winter, so that's probably not that much of a concern, although one of them has actually got blueberries growing on it, like there's just a couple of fruit hanging on it. However, the surrounding companion plants were my thyme and some sage. The sage is gone. It did not survive, and we had some pizza thyme and some lemon thyme. And I reckon that's the pizza thyme there. Ooh, it's got some bite to it. Was that right? Yeah, that's the pizza thyme. Probably a bit more than I really need to put in my mouth. That is a good addition, particularly on chicken. Probably good on pizza as well, as you'd imagine from the name. And then over the back here, we've got our lemon thyme, which, again, similar. Oh, so much more bite to it. Yeah. It's got a bit more bite initially, a little bit softer flavour after that first bite though. And these are the two that I would grow for use in cooking, along with the native thyme that we started looking at, because it is quite unique in comparison to the more traditional thymes that you're probably more familiar with as far as coming out of Europe. These are great on so much stuff, like particularly when I used to barbecue chicken breast and chicken thigh fillets and stuff like that on the barbecue. Some of this, a little bit of lemon, a little bit of olive oil, and that's really all you need, and obviously a bit of salt and pepper. But that will give it a really, really nice flavour. And certainly if you're doing like a chicken salad of some type and you really want to get a bit more zest into that chicken, because chicken can be quite boring, thyme is a really, really good addition for that, I would say. And possibly in the future I'll do a video on basically cooking up some chicken using some thyme, because most of my recipes are really easy. Anyone can do them. And if you're growing your own thyme, super, super simple. So yeah, stay tuned for that in the future.